Well, our mission is going to the red planet, Hudson, to Mars.
Yes, I'm familiar.
So
We're finally doing it, huh? Finally going to Mars?
Finally doing it. First humans. No. But we are talking about Mars because scientists have recently posed a new theory as to why Mars is red.
Okay.
So,
what was the old theory?
The old theory was that the red coloration comes from iron minerals in Mars dust. No surprise there. But that's kind of like the part of the theory that they're trying to figure out where those iron minerals come from. Mm-hmm. So scientists previously thought that the iron oxide on Mars's surface was hematite, which likely formed through interactions with the planet's atmosphere when Mars' surface was dry.
Okay.
But they have this new theory from some new analysis that offers a different origin. That Mars' distinct redness seems to match more with the color of iron oxides that contain water, or I think it's called ferrohydrate. Yeah, ferrohydrate.
That's how I'd say it.
Okay. Ferrohydrate, that it keeps water's signature long after water disappears. And obviously there's no present water on Mars. But they're thinking there probably was water at one time, and it's this iron oxide, ferrohydrate. And even though the water is no longer present, you're still seeing that ferrohydrate because it's something that stays, long past the water being there, but it leaves that distinct redness and dust that we see on Mars that makes it the red planet today.
Okay, so is this good news? If it's true.
I don't know if you can count it as good or bad news either way. It just offers a different theory as to maybe what Mars looked like in the past. You know what I mean? I saw an article about this actually yesterday, so even before we were planning to talk about this, and it was like Mars probably had some pretty nice beaches back in the day if they had this water that they are proposing in this theory. Now, again, this is a theory. You can't actually prove this until we get some Mars dust in hand, which I believe there's a plan for that, to get some of the stuff that like the Mars Perseverance rover has collected. I don't exactly know how that all is going to work, and we're not even sure if that actually will happen. But there's a plan to eventually get some Mars dust in hand. Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like Mars used to be nice. Now it's ice, not as much. And so, I'm just struggling now. What does this mean for me today?
I think what they're trying to figure out is there a way to, terraform to get back to that point?
So we can return Mars to its former glory.
Yeah, right. Make Mars great again.
Yeah.
We've heard the idea of terraforming Mars for many years because people have thought to make Mars obviously habitable to humans, you would have to terraform it. So the idea that maybe there was a presence of water previously, it might be easier to bring that back now. I don't entirely know how the science of that works, but I think that's what they're trying to figure out, is if it's more potentially probable that we could get back to that.
And it seems if we know there used to be water, then it feels more likely that we could possibly figure out a way to make water once again.
Sure.
But also that just sounds like now we're all of a sudden getting into are we just being optimistic? Are we finding the truth, or are we finding what we want to find?
Well,
coming up with theories that we want to be true.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is we won't know until we actually finally get the dust and are able to actually analyze it. At this point, it's all just we look at it and we think maybe that could be why.
Yeah, and we have no timeline on that.
No.
Shoot.
While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.